Hello everyone, so in this video we're going to have a look at a comparison between the iPad Air 2 and the ASUS ZenPad 3S. So this is a kind of new model. So from a build quality perspective, as you can see, they are both very thin. So we have the iPad here, which is 6.1 millimeters, and we have the ASUS, which is actually 7.2, but it tapers down to 5.4 millimeters. And yeah, on the bottom we have the two speakers, so pretty similar layout. Here we have a lightning connector, and here we have a USB Type-C connector, and which supports fast charging, but it does not come with an adapter. Out of the box, it comes with a regular charger. It has two screws for easier repairs, I guess. Here we have on the side a micro SD slot. On this side we have nothing, so pretty clean. On the top we have the power button, and here we have the volume buttons, and here on the top we have the headphone jack, and here we have the power and volume buttons. And yeah, of course the headphone jack is also here, so we still have headphone jack in iPad luckily. And on the back of the devices, they look again pretty clean. So they are both made of aluminum. This ZenPad has chamfers on the back and front. The iPad has only on the front. So yeah, the iPad is a little bit thinner. And here we have the 8 megapixel camera, and here we have again an 8 megapixel camera with a microphone for noise cancelling, because we also have another microphone here. And yeah, aluminum, both of them, very nice design. This camera bump, in my opinion, looks like an iPhone 7, a bit bump. And on the front we have the home button, but in the case of ASUS ZenPad, it also has two capacitive keys. So yeah, pretty nice. And we also have a front-facing camera here and here. This one, it says that it has 5 megapixels, and this one has like 1.2 megapixels. Yes, this one comes in two colors. And this one comes in 3 colors. The iPad can also be space gray, silver, and gold. I've got the gold one, as you can see, and the tablet can be silver and gray. So yeah, we have the gray model, because the silver model has white front like the iPad. As you can see, the bezels are the side bezels are like half of the bezels of the iPad, but I enjoy the front of the iPad a little bit more because of the symmetry. So the top portion is a little bit smaller than the bottom portion, and here is pretty much symmetrical, so I enjoy that. So let's turn them on. We have two 9.7-inch displays, two fingerprint scanners. So let's, as you can see here, it takes a bit, and here it unlocks instantly. So on the ZenPad is much faster. This tablet has Apple A8X chip with 2 GB of RAM, and you can choose from some storage options like 16, 64, 128. And this tablet comes with either 32 or 64 GB of memory, with a MediaTek processor, which is hexa-core, and I find that it performs pretty nicely, surprisingly. And yeah, it has 4 GB of RAM, But of course, between Android and iOS, iOS needs less RAM. So yeah. So the display is 248 by 1536 on both of these. So same resolution, IPS again on both of these. The maximum brightness is a bit better on the ASUS. So let's just open Google to see. Okay, and here we already have. So yeah, this is a bit cooler, the image. I'm not using night mode, as you can see. So it is also brighter, and the software it runs is Android 6.0.1, and the iPad 6.0, not that one, and the iPad of course is on the latest iOS, which I always find it as an advantage because it receives update faster. So let's turn the brightness to make them a little bit easy to see. So let's also test the speakers, because these tablets have great speakers, both of them. So let's play something from NCS, non-copyright sounds, so that I might not have any trouble. So let's click this one, I guess. And let's try on this. No, this is not. Here I have. Okay, it's different on iOS and Android. So let's search for the same song. Finally. You also have a audio wizard, so let's try a different preset. Yeah, so this ASUS has better mids, and the iPad has like a pure sound or something like that. It sounds a little bit more natural, and a bit of deeper bass, and you can feel the bass in the tablet. But both have very good speakers, in my opinion. So let's test the camera. So the iPad has 8 megapixel on the rear camera. So let's make a picture here fast. And the ASUS has 8 megapixels too. But in my opinion, the iPad is much better. I mean, on the ASUS, it doesn't really look like 8 megapixels. Yeah, so let's, it doesn't really let me zoom out, but you can see that the text is much clearer here. And as an example, let's take a look at this map. And here, I can't really zoom out, but it is much defined on the iPad. So yeah, in the low light, it has a little bit more noise, but much better clarity, the iPad. And the front camera has 5 megapixels on the ZenPad, but again, I think it's upscaled or something. because let's make a comparison. Here I'll take a picture of these stairs and yes, the painting on the wall. So let's jump into gallery and have a look. So the colors are, the contrast is pretty blown on the ZenPad. But yeah, it might look a bit sharper. It actually is, but on the iPad looks more natural again. And the ZenPad has a wider field of view, which is always a plus and a very good thing because you can take selfies easier. And yeah, this software, the ZenPad also has ZenUI, which comes with a lot of customizations, but also a lot of bloatware, depends on how you like. For example, you can choose how your display looks like, and again, how your music sounds, or you have power savers and a lot of stuff. And now let's talk about the price. So the ASUS ZenPad 3S with 64 gigabytes is $300, and the iPad with 32 gigabytes, so half the storage, is $370. So the iPad is more expensive, but I like the build quality a bit more on the iPad. It is slimmer and it has a much bigger battery, 8,800 milliamperes compared to 5,000 and the 900. So yeah, bigger battery and slimmer, so better proportions, I guess. It runs iOS, so you have some exclusive apps, but also with Android you gather some more customizability, so it is up to you. The iPad has better cameras, but for a tablet, I guess cameras aren't really that important. So both of them are really good tablets. It is up to you. You can compare the specs. I never had any problem with any of those, so yeah, they are both very good. So thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.